Hey, good morning everybody. It's back on the Field of Dreams today. It's soaking wet though, which is good for detecting, but it's going to sit down with... No, I can't say sit down. Right, good morning everybody. We are back on the Field of Dreams.
It moved. It moved. You should do an outtaker then.
Alright, take 3. Good morning everybody. We are back out today on the Field of Dreams. It's Marie's first chance to find some Roman coins, hammered coins, Saxon coins, or just a few bits and pieces of rubbish and lead, and hopefully we find something. It's a lot better condition wise than the last time I was down here in September. It was dry as anything back then, but the ground is absolutely soaking wet, so conductivity should be quite good. The only problem with that is the weather. It's gonna rain today, really heavy, which is ironic because all weekend it's been gorgeous. But we've been playing poker with friends all weekend. Yesterday we went down to the Harry Potter studio tour down in Watford, and today we plan to come on the Field of Dreams. Don't know how long we're gonna last, but hopefully we've got enough time for 4 hours at least. Or sorry, at the most, we've got time for 4 hours, but whether we actually last 4 hours or not, who knows. So let's get going because it's cold and it's starting to rain again, and we'll see you on the first target. Okay, here's first find of the day for me. Where did it go? There it is. I'll show you how I found it. Just like that. I got all excited, and then when I picked the clod up, broke it off to see the edge of a button. But a little pewter button. Happy with that. Let's carry on. Okay, Marie's full steam ahead. Unfortunately, I've stopped to pick up a few pieces of rubbish. So here's the next one. I thought it was a piece of rubbish, but there's a bit of gold gilt on there. So not really sure what it is. Looks old. Some kind of artifact. So all right, let's carry on. So I've been digging all the way over there. Marie's just screamed at me, I've got something. So let's see what she's got. Literally been here about 15 minutes. First target of the day for Marie.
My first one.
She's got a Roman coin.
Yeah. I'm going to take a glove off.
Oh, stop moving.
I'm sorry. I got excited.
Try and get that bit closer up.
I'm going to take my glove off and make people see it better on my hand.
Maybe. Alright, let's give it a little clean as well. There's a little bit of mud still on the other side. And we'll show you in a sec. There you go. So we're giving it slightly better clean. The lighting is terrible here, so apologies for that. It's a horrible day. Yeah, we'll get pictures and that later.
That's the portrait side.
That's the portrait side.
And then that's the back. You can just make out lines that way, like where there's people and stuff standing.
People holding staffs. Well. I reckon it's probably a Constantine, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll get that checked. But yeah, her first Roman coin and her first target. This is the field that keeps giving, guys. Okay, apologies, I haven't been filming quite so much. The weather is just absolutely disgusting. I do have what I think is my first coin of the day. Looks pre-decimal. I think that's a halfpenny of some description. Not much detail on it. We will do a proper clean afterwards, and we'll do a proper roundup this time, just to show you what we have found. I have found a couple of buttons as well, but they weren't really worth filming. Not in this weather, so catch up to Marie, see if she's had any luck, and we'll see you on the next one. How you getting on?
After my coin, I've only found some crappy lead, but I did just find possibly a lead weight.
Looks like a lead weight. Interesting. And the weather's still crap, still chucking down rain, although it's eased off in the last couple of minutes actually. Oh, Marie just dropped it. But we're in the corner of the field where I found some silver Roman coins when I was down here in May, I think I was here. April or May, something like that. So we're going to spend a bit of time here and then see how we get on. Right, we've got half a bucket lister for Marie. Half a little spectacle buckle. Never found one of them before, so...
I haven't really found any buckles, because I've only ever found one buckle and it was a modern one, so I'm not counting that.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice though. And I've got a target here, 74, pretty solid, so we'll see what it is. Nothing special, just a piece of lead. Oh well, moving on. Okay, Marie has just had an interesting looking one come up.
Oops.
Looks like part of a crucifix, possibly.
That snapped off there, so it definitely had another
bit.
Whether it was the same size or longer for a crucifix, I don't know. But
The only reason I think it might be part of a crucifix, it's got some gold gilt on it.
quite a lot.
What's the back look like?
Just
Yeah, I mean it's not flat. You can see it's kind of at a funny angle, but
that could just be the.
it could be a stand for something as well, maybe.
Or it could have been off a horse
Don't know.
thing, maybe.
Who knows? Any ideas? Drop a comment below.
Interesting, though.
It is very interesting. So let's carry on. Right, I think I might have something rather cool. I thought I had a hammered coin. I just saw the edge there poking out the clod. Then I sort of cleaned a bit of the muck off and thought, it's just a piece of trash. I think this might be silver, and I think that could be a brooch. It's got a moving pin on it. I'm gonna have to give this a really gentle clean. It could be something, it could be nothing. Let's try and give it a clean and we'll find out. There we go. It's still got the pin attached, look. I think that's silver. Need to test it when we get home. No markings on it, although there might possibly be a marking at the top there. Not too sure. But that is hopefully something really cool. Right, on to the next. Right, Marie just came wandering over to me. I quite get excited when she does that. Looks like a bit of a half coin. I think it's too thick to be Roman, personally. I think it could be Celtic. Maybe. It looks fairly similar to the Celtic coin I found a few months ago, and that was on this field. But yeah, we'll have to ask around a little bit on Facebook. Can't see any markings on it, so we'll carry on. It is absolutely lashing down now. You can see, there we go. Oh, it's disgusting. Right folks, going to call it a day there. As you can see, we're very muddy and wet and horrible. Marie's sorting the boot out because, well, we don't want to get everything else muddy, so she's doing that. Not a bad day today, apart from the weather. The weather has been disgusting, but Marie found her first ever Roman coin, so she's over the moon with that, and I'm super happy for her. We did find a few other pieces, which we'll show you in a minute. Basically, I stopped recording because the weather was just terrible, and it was really bad getting the camera out and plugging the microphone in and doing all that. So I stopped recording after probably a couple of hours, but we'll show you what we found at the roundup, and yeah, so we'll go straight there now. See you at the roundup. Hey guys, we're back home, cleaned up all our finds. I'm not going to take you through every single one because I've got some bits of scrap here that I thought might have been something good but didn't turn out to be very good. But we'll just take you through our finds.
Go through the good ones.
Go through the good ones, yeah. So, do you want to start?
No,
or
you
shall I
can
start?
start.
I'll start. Okay, so Marie really likes this pot leg.
I think it goes the other way though.
Really cool. Oh, you think it goes that way?
Yeah, because I think that attaches
could
to
do.
the bottom of the thing, and that's the foot.
It could be actually. Yeah.
It's got some stripes on it.
It looks like a little foot.
Yeah, but I think it actually sits the other way, and I think it would have had 3 on, and it's got some little
Yeah.
lines on it.
Potentially. That's pretty cool. A bit of pot.
That's what I was asking you what it was when I was trying
you
to
see
see
the
it.
circles around the bottom there.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool as well. I got a couple of these little things, little artifacts that are obviously off of something, but I have no idea what they are. A few buttons. Got 1, 2. They're broken. 3, 4.
4 buttons.
4 buttons that are broken, and this cool little Tudor button.
That's a good one.
That is a good one, complete with the shank. Well, it's still got some crud in there.
Musket ball?
Little musket ball.
Or shot, pistol shot, or whatever.
It's quite a small one, probably a pistol shot. Again, another sort of bit of artifacty thing. I don't know what it is. That's a hinge, I think.
Yeah,
off
it's a modern
maybe off a book. Could be a book clasp.
Or slightly more modern anyways.
Try and hold it up so you can see. George III coin, I believe.
Crusty.
Very crusty, not a lot on there. A jeton. I'll show you a close up of this.
Get some pictures.
Yeah, I'll show a close up as I'm saying.
It's got a hole in the top.
There's some
We weren't
detail on
sure
it.
if it was a jeton, but you can see writing in a square on one side, and then on the other side you can see shield. So then we knew it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's a jeton, and the hole. I think the hole isn't purpose made. I think it's just eroded, possibly. I'm not sure.
No, I think that looks like a proper hole. It's a very.
Possibly.
It's a very accurate haul. It's not like just a...
Could be. And then
So Tom's
find
best
of
find.
the weekend for me, or find of the day, was this silver annular brooch, complete with the pin.
Complete with
I
working pin.
did try to get some information on it, but the guy I sent pictures to didn't recognise the hallmarks. He said they're probably European. I'll just put a little picture up.
Yeah, put some pictures.
Show you the
It's got
hallmarks.
proper hallmark. I'm pretty sure it's silver. Like
So,
proper silver.
yeah.
Did you
Oh, yeah.
test it?
No, it's definitely silver.
tested it?
Tested it. Yeah, definitely silver. In fact, somebody on Facebook sent me a picture of one that they'd found that was almost identical to this, and that's gone through the treasure process. So I have contacted the Finds Liaison Officer, but they haven't got back to me yet. So we'll keep trying with them. But yeah, that's definitely my find of the day. Really, really chuffed with that. So on to Marie, who had a couple of bucket listers.
Yeah, so I start off with the rubbishy, not rubbish, but
Lead.
not as good stuff. I got, well, I think it's a lead weight because it's like, it's really big.
Pretty sure it's a weight.
Yeah, it hasn't got any like markings on it or anything, so I don't think it's a bag seal. It's too thick really, so I think it's a weight. I've got a really nice button which is complete with shank and everything. It's just a plain one, but I like it when they're still whole. I've got like another little button there that does not have the shank on it. I've got some bits of things, but I was quite pleased that I found these because they're only little, so you excuse if you see dog tails going past.
Yeah,
the
the
dog's
screen's shaking.
That is part of a book. I don't find my main buckles. Tom's like found like a million buckles, but because obviously we've gone back on the field. Hi, serious. Because we've gone back on the field that he used to be on. So this isn't. I'm pretty sure that's part of a buckle.
I think it is.
And another probably little part of a tiny little. But look how small that is, and like obviously my DS is doing a good job picking things up. My first ever annoyingly not whole spectacle
buckle, yeah.
buckle. Yeah, as you can see, it's not whole. It looks like a little alien looking around. But yeah, that was my first ever one. So hopefully I'll find a whole one of those at some point. I've got two little pins here and put one on the hand so you can see. Two little pins, which I think are like little tacks. Somebody said they might have been out of like clogs, tacks out of clogs.
It could be.
Yeah. And one of them has got little dimples on the other side. So, because I was wondering whether they were like hairpins, but somebody said they're probably out of shoes. But one has got like a little bit of a dimply pattern on that side, so it could be out of clogs.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Medieval drawing pin.
Yeah, sure. Right, so then I've got four things that, well, two are very interesting, and then two we don't know.
Not too
potentially
sure
could be very interesting. It's hard to know. So, first off, I've got this one. The problem is you can't see any markings on it. So it's clearly a cut piece of a coin. You'll be able to see it better on the picture, but there's literally no markings on it. But Tom said it kind of reminded him of when because he's found a Celtic coin on that field before. And
it's the right sort of thickness and
quite
size.
Thick, but it's obviously cut. It's not like a horn, but it's we're fairly sure that it was part of a coin.
Yeah, pretty sure it's not Roman. It's just too
thick for Roman, really. And then again, we've got another one that's.
See, having had a second look at it, I'm not so sure it is something epic because
I don't know.
there's a line across
There's a line across it. We don't know it. Again, it's round. It's thick.
Convinced.
Not sure.
But what we do know is epic.
What we do know is that I've got two things. First of all, I've got this one. So I found that. Now, this actually got a bit broken at the bottom. So what I'm kind of hoping is that was a cross. Because there's obviously was a pin coming this way. Whether it was the same length as these ones are longer. I'm hoping it was longer. And that it was a cross. There's lots of gold gilt on it.
I'm thinking it might be a purse bar. It could be a crucifix.
I don't know if it... Because there's definitely a bit broken at the bottom. So that was definitely something coming that way. Somebody else said possibly a purse bar, but I just think because it's got that bit at the bottom, maybe it's not. But it's got gold gilt on it.
Really nice gold gilt on it.
Tom will put some pictures on. So that's really cool, and I think is very, very old. And then my find of the day, which was kind of the intention of going on the field, was, I'll just get it the right way around, my first ever, you'll not be able to see it, so Tom will have to put pictures of this one.
Yeah.
My first ever Roman coin.
Pretty sure it's Constantine.
Yeah, and as you probably saw in the video, that was the very first thing I found within about 15 minutes. So I did get... Okay, stop knocking the camera. I did get very excited. We'll put some pictures up because you won't be able to see it on here. But yeah, it has got a teeny bit missing from it, so it's not total circle. But that's like, it's not purposely cut because it's jaggy edge. So I think that must have got
corroded,
hit by the plough or something or other. But you can make out head on one side, and then on the other side you can make out the men with the spears that you get on a lot of the Roman coins. So yeah, my first ever Roman coin. How exciting!
Very exciting. You can't see, but Hawkeye sat under the table,
Hawkeye sat under the
licking
table.
my hand.
Ow! That's alright, 'cause I've got Sirius there. So oh, there he is.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us. Sorry the episode was so short. The rain
weather was
was just
terrible.
horrendous.
If we weren't finding some good stuff, I don't think we would have lasted very long.
Yeah. So we're actually going back down to Cambridgeshire next weekend. So next weekend as this video comes out. So it's going to be in about 3 weeks' time, I think. And we're actually going back down to Cambridgeshire and we're going back on the Field of Dreams. So
Yay.
Hopefully we find some more Roman coins.
I'd like to get my first
Marie
hammer
wants a
this
hammered.
time, please. Or even better, I'd like to get a
skeet.
Saxon.
You
Yeah,
want a
that's
Saxon
that's
skeet?
like my.
I really want to find
I
some
really
more
want a
Saxon
Saxon.
skeets, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a really, really good day out. I mean, we only had, what was it, 4 hours, something like that. And the field just keeps on giving. I can't believe how much is on that field. It just keeps giving. I'm so happy that Marie found her first Roman coin. You know, like we said, that was the purpose for going down. She really wanted to find a Roman. I'm just made up for her. When we took Marcus on the field, he found his first Roman coin, his first Saxon skeet. So yeah, it's such an awesome field, and I really do miss it. But this weekend we're going out
On a new
onto a new field. It's part of part of our current permission up in the Lake District.
When we haven't been in
but
before,
we
because
haven't
they
been on that
normally have
field
some
yet.
big horses on the field. So thanks, okay. So we're not allowed to like go on it normally because they're really big share horses.
But they're not there for the
They're
winter.
not there for the winter, so
So
that's
we'll be
exciting.
going on
We
there.
get to go on there.
So we'll see you on the next episode, guys. We're going to be on the usual permission up here in the Lake District, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye for now.